Hey YouTube. Okay, so as most of you know, I have not been doing videos for a while. I've kind of been taking a break from videos in general, and I feel like it has been a much needed break. A much needed break. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to appropriately start this video because I don't really know how to start explaining what's been going on. So we've been going through a lot, like as a family. About 2 months ago now, I think it's been about 2 months now, 2 months ago I swore that I would never talk about this, and I swore that I was just going to let it pass and let it go and not worry about it, and I wasn't going to share it with anybody. And this is one of the big reasons too that I've been taking a break, because I didn't want to come on here and do videos and do vlogs and feel like I was lying to you guys or that I was keeping something from you guys, even though it is very, very personal. But I feel I've talked to my husband and he's fine with me sharing this, and I feel like I'm ready to share it. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what's been going on. So at the end, kind of mid-March, towards the end of March, we had a miscarriage. I know that's probably going to be a little bit shocking to some of you guys, but we were pregnant with baby number 3. And this is only my second known miscarriage. The first miscarriage that I had was before we got pregnant with Zoe, and it was one of those where I didn't know I was pregnant until after it was already gone. But this one was very different. We had an incident in kind of the beginning of March where our protection, and yes, we were being very careful, our protection broke or whatever happened. We've never had that happen ever in our entire lives. We thought, you know, oh, it's okay. That was one time. It's not going to happen. A few weeks later, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this without getting emotional. So mid-March, I started feeling kind of weird. This is like 2 weeks after the incident, and I'm like, oh my god, you know, I think I'm pregnant. I think I'm pregnant. And I kept saying I was pregnant, and I kept taking tests and they were negative. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm not pregnant, you know, or maybe it's just too soon for a positive to even show up. But we kept taking tests, and what I would guess to be about 14 DPO, what I would guess, because I really honestly have no idea how many days DPO I was, but I would guess it to be about 14 DPO. I got a positive pregnancy test. So we freak out, and we have that moment of, oh my god, we're going to have another baby. We didn't even want another baby. We're going to have another baby. So we went through the shock of, oh my god, we're pregnant. And we were going to have a baby by Christmas. And, you know, we had a few days of being really stressed out. And then after a few days, we were happy about it, and it was okay. And I kept, you know, being the type of person I am, I kept taking pregnancy tests, like, every single day. And they were positive. So I had no doubt that I was pregnant. And, like, obviously I was pregnant. But then, after about the 4th day after I got my first positive, I started noticing, like, the tests were all positive. Like, they were for sure positive. But the line just, it was barely there. Like, you could see it, you didn't have to squint to see it or anything, but I noticed the line wasn't getting darker. which started to concern me. And I was like, okay, well, maybe these are just cruddy tests, you know, maybe they're just really bad tests. So I just kept taking them. I tried all different brands, and the line was about the same tint in all of them. But I kept trying to tell myself it's okay, you know, everything's fine. My other 2 pregnancies were fine, you know, and I told myself, you know, every pregnancy is different. And we had about 3 days where we were happy, where we were excited, where we were actually planning on having a 3rd baby. I was looking at baby clothes. I was planning, we were setting aside money for the new baby. We had told Zoe that she was going to be a big sister again, which we should not have done. But we had about 3 days where we were really, really happy. And then I started cramping really bad, like towards the end of March. This is probably about a week after I got my first positive test. I start cramping, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, and I cramped with my other 2 pregnancies as well. But it was really bad cramping, like horribly, horrendously bad. So I started getting worried again. My husband's like, don't worry, it's fine, you're fine, don't worry, just go lay down, you know, go lay down, go rest. So I went and laid down and I rested. And I think it was about March 31st, probably. I went to bed that night, cramping pretty bad. And I woke up the next morning, and it's like the second I woke up, I knew that something was not right. And I went to the bathroom, and yeah, I had lost the baby. It was very, very obvious. So of course, I start kind of getting upset, and I call my doctor. I'm like, look, you know, I got a positive pregnancy test. It hasn't been very long, and now I'm bleeding, like, a lot, and I'm cramping really, really bad. So they made an appointment, obviously, for me to go in and see her. So I went in. But yeah, I went in to the doctor, and I knew what it was. Like, I knew that I was having a miscarriage. I tried not to get upset about it because I know it's something that happens a lot. I know it's a very common occurrence. Logically, I know that my body had a miscarriage for a reason. There was something wrong with the baby. It wouldn't have made it. I understand that logically. But, like, in my heart, I was really, like, torn up about it. And I tried to pretend like I wasn't, so I kind of just shut off everything. But I went to the doctor, and they did blood work and all this stuff. My HCG levels at that point were at, like, 35, which is basically 0. Normal HCG levels, I think, are around 15. And mine were at 35 and dropping. So, excuse me. I had just, sorry guys, I just ate lunch. I had just enough HCG in my body to show up positive on a test. She said that she didn't think it was like a chemical pregnancy, but she said she thought it was a definite, like, conception, implantation, but then the baby couldn't stay implanted for whatever reason, and so I miscarried. But yeah, it was about a month of going from this total shock point to this really happy, our family's growing point, to this really sad that we lost a baby point. And I know it was early, and I know that there's so many of you that have been through way worse, and I feel for you, I really do. But it's hard knowing that there was a baby and now there's not. I don't know. I feel like I'm taking it fairly well. I don't need a ton of, oh, I'm sorry comments. I know you guys are sorry, and I know that, you know, nobody would ever wish this on anyone else. But I feel like it has been enough time that I have learned to cope with it, and I've kind of gone through my grieving process. But yeah, we were pretty sad. And we haven't told family. We didn't tell anybody. Nobody, to my knowledge, knows that we were pregnant. We just didn't tell anyone. I guess if anyone of my family watches this video, they're gonna know. I would like to ask, if you're friends with me on Facebook, don't mention it on my Facebook page, please, because this isn't something I want to explain to people over and over. Like, why didn't you tell us? Or, well, what's going on? I think the only people that know are my husband and my best friend. Those are the only two people that I've told about it. So it's a very personal thing. I'm only sharing it with you guys because I don't want y'all to think that my life is perfect, that we never have struggles, that we don't ever go through anything that's hard. We've been going through a lot, and we've been trying to get out of debt recently. My husband hurt his leg again recently, so there's just been a lot kind of going on. And a lot that has factored into me not feeling like doing videos. And I'm sorry, I miss YouTube, and I feel okay now, and I feel like I can be back and do videos for you guys. So I wanted to explain what had happened without going into disgusting detail. If you guys have any questions about it, like personal questions, feel free to message me, and I will be happy to answer any questions that I possibly this cat. And also, our dog of 9 years passed away a couple weeks ago, so that was really upsetting. It's just like a member of the family dying, you know. I mean, she was 19 years old and it was her time. I understand that, but we missed her very much. So miscarriage, dog passed away, money going away trying to get out of debt, my husband getting injured. It's been a lot, you guys. Plus, I've been busy with work, and I've had a lot of jobs recently with my personal business, and just no time. Plus, I've been trying to really spend a lot of time with the girls. And I keep getting the age-old question, when are you guys going to have baby number 3? We're not even talking about it. It's not even on the radar right now. After the unexpected pregnancy and then the miscarriage, and it's just not something we can think about right now at all. So no plans at all for a 3rd baby. So I don't know. That's what's been going on. I also got on some birth control, and for those of you who think all of this is way TMI and no one else's business, you don't have to watch this video. I got on the birth control BYAS, or BYAS is what it's called. I don't know. It's a low hormone birth control. I just take one a day, and it has helped so much. I mean, oh my god. And I have PCOS, so it's really helped me. And I know more often than not, birth control actually makes you gain weight, but when you have PCOS, it has the opposite effect. So with me, I'm losing weight like crazy. My skin, like, it's like totally cleared up. Like, I don't have any acne at all, which is amazing, because ever since I was a teenager, since I started puberty, my face has just been covered with acne or some sort of disgusting thing. And I'm 26 now, and I feel like I'm just now 26, and for the first time in my life, or my adult life, I have clear skin. So that's amazing. So I'm definitely planning to be on birth control for a while. I don't want this to happen again. I don't want another unexpected pregnancy. I don't want, you know, if we ever choose to have a 3rd baby, I want to know we're going to have a 3rd baby, and I want to try for a 3rd baby, and, you know, I don't want to have that, oh, well, maybe I could have done this differently, you know, kind of thought. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know what's been going on. I wanted to have a little heart-to-heart with y'all, be honest. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to try to get some more videos done this week. I'll get some more done tomorrow. I need to do a weight loss update and all that kind of stuff. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.